Hi, I'm Big Woods Bucks team member Lee Schanz Jr. And we're going to be doing a series on what Big Woods buck hunters call peep sights. You've heard the term receiver sights, tang sights, ghost ring sights, and eventually we'll go through all of that. My very first deer rifle that I ever had when I was 11 years old, I got a Savage 99 that had a receiver sight on it, so I've been using them for 45 years. And the first ones that we're going to cover are what I consider the best of all the peep sights that are out there right now, especially if you've got a 7600 or a 760 Remington pump gun that you like to hunt in the big woods. Big Woods Bucks, we have our own, it's called a tracker model. It'll fit either a 760 or a 7600. And I believe those peep sights made by Skinner to be the most streamlined and rugged sight on the market. And if you want to set your gun up with a peep sight, you couldn't do any better than start with that Skinner. We're going to start the original first Skinner peep sight that I ever had was this, and the main way to distinguish it from the Big Woods tracker models, this first one I had is it's got a gold insert here where the apertures go, and it comes with different size apertures. You can screw them in. You can either have a small target aperture or a bigger hole for guys that are hunting in the big woods. So it came with different size apertures, and then it has it'll come with two Allen wrenches. The bigger Allen wrench is for your installation. That's how you screw it on, and it uses the scope holes that are on your 760 and your 7600. The biggest difference in them is the 7600 uses size 840 screws. They're bigger. They changed that somewhere along the line. And the old 760s use a 632. So you'll get two Allen wrenches, one for installation, and then the other one is for adjusting your windage and elevation. So one thing that they give you a little how-to instruction kit with it, and tells you how to adjust for windage and elevation. It's very simple, and it's like I said, it's an extremely streamlined sight. There's not much to it. That old saying of keep it simple, stupid really applies to the Skinner sight, and I believe that they're probably the ruggedest sight on the market. I can't see where you could have a failure with this. The next one that we'll go over, I've got it's an old, what they call a 5 diamond, which is the deluxe model 760. This is my son Steven's, and when we set this up, we put a fiber optic front sight on it. This one is what I would call like the second generation. The first models that we got from Skinner, it attached from the rear screw hole all the way to the front. This one here has a shorter shank. The only difference in it is it uses a shorter shank here. So instead of going all the way to the front screw hole, it goes to the rear screw hole on that. And but it works the same way. All of these Skinners, they have what's called a ghost ring. They don't have a screw-in aperture. It's basically it's just a fine line. Has a really big hole. It's easy to find your target in it when you're in the big woods. So that's the first model we'll cover. The next model, this one here this is a 7600. This is my Big Woods Buck 35 Whalen, and this has got the 840 screws for the 7600. They're a bigger screw, but it attaches. This one that I have attaches on the back screw and all the way forward on that front screw. Again, it has the ghost ring aperture, Big Woods tracker model on the top. And then the last one that we'll cover, this is another 760. This isn't the deluxe model. This is what a lot of guys call the Tootsie Roll model. Instead of having checkering on the stock and the fore end, it has a plain rear stock, and the fore end has these lines cut in it. Somebody thought they looked like Tootsie Rolls, so you hear a lot of collectors call them that. And this one is similar to the 5 diamond. It has the smaller, it's got the 632 screws, but this one has a longer shank, And I guess it's a personal preference. They sent me both of them, so some guys probably are going to have this longer shank, but if you want the shorter, then you can get that model as well. Again, it's got a ghost ring. And this gun here we'll be covering a little bit later. I'll be writing a story and posting it with these guns. This is the gun that my son Steven used this fall to bag a big buck up north. And we've got a video coming out sometime as soon as Brian can get his hard drive back. We'll be posting a video of that. But we'll cover these guns at a later date. And that's pretty much it.